Tyson Fury's victory over Dillian Whyte is extremely convincing, and it was reasonable. However, it was a long process and the perfect combination of many factors to create the glory.
Tyson Fury with a power shot!
In today's video, we'll take a look at what factors contributed to the Gypsy King Tyson Fury's victory and what caused the Body Snatcher Dillian Whyte's defeat. Before you hit the video, remember, hit the like button, subscribe, and tap that icon bell so you never miss out on any updates from Boxing One. Obviously, there's many reasons to explain Tyson Fury's great victory and the defeat of Whyte, but there are some of the most decisive factors that led to the outcome. The bodybuilding advantage. The physical difference clearly visible between Fury and Whyte. For Fury at 6'9", he's 5 inches taller than Whyte and even has a 7-inch reach advantage. This for Whyte was terrible because he launched successful left shots in the second and third rounds because of limited reach. But it made it easier for Fury to deliver his critical hits and injure Whyte's right eye after the 5th round. Level. From the outset, this fight was judged disproportionate. It had a clear difference when comparing the level of these two fighters. Fury is ranked higher in this fight, right from the first round. Tyson Fury, with his physical advantage and long arm span, continuously pushed Dillian Whyte into defensive positions and launched quick attacks just enough to weaken the opponent.
So tactical early.
He also asserted his class in reacting quickly to Whyte's strategy. At first, Whyte entered the match in southpaw position, which surprised and annoyed Fury, but Fury managed to stay mentally strong and control the fight from the end of the first half onwards. Whyte considered to be an underdog in the fight. Despite his best efforts, Dillian Whyte could not overcome Fury's wise fighting tactics before having to accept the challenge in the 6th round because of the consecutive and heavy blows of his opponent. The player must immediately stop the match. Boxing ability and strategy. Fury, truly a master of all styles, in front of some 94,000 fans. Rather than simply shuffling and looking forward to landing fight-altering punches, he was able to use a number of different approaches against Whyte. It's never clear what style Fury is going to lean on. Against Whyte, a more adept fighter at close quarters and in the clinches, what was the point? Instead, he put Whyte on the end of crisp, long shots in the center of the ring, measuring and lining him up for the glorious finishing salvo Saturday night.
Easy.
Whyte failed to guess Fury's strategy and chose the wrong direction. He entered the fight in southpaw using wild punches and brute strength. He also used a jab with varying speed and direction to upset the rhythm and inflict punishment as he worked his way into optimal punching range. Once there, he worked particularly well to the body, hence the Body Snatcher nickname. It's his best hope against a fighter with as long a torso as Fury's. However, Fury, the giant, has always been skillful and intelligent in counter-attacking and controlling the match. Combat experience. Fury, 22 knockouts and 31 wins, and dropped Wilder 5 times in their trilogy. Fury's never lost a long career that began in December 2008, and this was his 33rd professional fight. Whyte, 19 KOs, 28 wins, and punched out early in 4 of the 8 scheduled 12-rounders he's won. They have comparable percentages, Fury at 71 and Whyte at 68 in their triumphs. Still, statistical power is close. It's clear if one guy must rely on magic power to win, it's Dillian Whyte. That's why we can clearly see when they realize who their opponents used to be. Defense. In terms of defense, Fury is on a different level than Whyte. Fury isn't a lumbering guy who's there to be hit. He feints well and uses his feet to create angles or dodge punishment when it comes his way. He can roll his shoulders to elude shots from in close, and he's adept at slipping and ducking punches. It's a strength of his that Whyte couldn't match. It's also an important factor for Fury's win in the 6th round.
6'2", 6 foot. He said, a modern day.
Whyte did not really defend well, not at all in the match. Whyte is always aiming for wild punches, going in all directions. However, Fury avoids them. This haste and boldness did not help Whyte defend against the ingenuity of the Gypsy King. Mentality. Fury's the master of boxing mind games. Mind games are Fury's domain as much as boxing, with numerous fighters previously falling victim to his antics. In this match, Fury also cleverly applied psychological tactics to Whyte, giving him confidence and psychological victory even before the match was fought. For Whyte, he tried to unsettle Fury by remaining quiet and elusive throughout the protracted fight buildup. While he was furious with the purse had been reduced to 20%, Whyte hoped to disrupt Fury by refusing to engage with him in the first press conference before the bout. And especially since these two have had conflict before, keeping that spirit's extremely important. But in the end, Dillian Whyte couldn't escape Fury's strategy. The Body Snatcher was in a passive, distracted position during the competition, and it was likely the cause of damage to his eye and that subsequent 6-round defeat. Whyte's hopes obliterated. The champion's superior skill, sheer size, and punching power just too much for him. Do you think Dillian Whyte still has a chance to fight Tyson Fury again before he decides to retire? Comment and let us know below. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and tap that icon bell so you never miss another video from Boxing One. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.